truth, Angela Phuong Trinh has a child with Venerable Thich Tran Quang. Dear viewers, welcome back to the latest episode of Top Secret. Dear Honey, it's unbelievable. This is probably the feeling of many people when they hear the rumors. Hey, about the story of a famous Vietnamese monk, Venerable Thich Tran Quang, having an ambiguous relationship with actress Angela Phuong Trinh. It is unknown whether this rumor is true. No, but now it has become the center of discussion and has attracted a lot of attention on social media platform. In fact, many people even believe that these two have been involved with each other or Angela Phuong Trinh has a child with Thich Tran Quang. Is the information above true? Could a renowned Vietnamese master really do something so disgraceful? Speaking of this, Angela Phuong Trinh said that her image was defamed and maliciously edited. And Venerable Thich Tran Quang, and the rumors between her and Venerable Thich Tran Quang are completely. It's the truth. Trinh has never met the teacher alone and has never had a private conversation. There are only two teachers with the teacher ever. Actress Angela Phuong Trinh also hopes the authorities verify acts of defamation and slander on social media that affect life, work and family. That is the direction of Angela Phuong Trinh. However, with the Thai unconditionally defending Mr. Quang still makes many people doubtful. Many things like he. While Quang is receiving heavy criticism, she went on her personal page to show her support and readiness. I am always absolutely loyal to him. Trinh shared on her personal page. How to read dirty media information. The same clip talks about how to worship the bed properly. For example, if a person is well off, they might risk everything to gather all the money in the house, even if it is 3 billion. That person wants to make an offering for the bed. How should it be? Even an offering of 3 billion is still not enough. It's not boundless blessings. Just one more nonsensical caption will create a very negative message. The full paragraph. Such a 3 billion bed worship is wrong and brings no merit because it affects safety. Regarding family, devoted Buddhists and fellow citizens, please kindly watch all the teacher's lectures. Ladies, to avoid becoming victims of dirty media. There is a poem she wrote expressing loyalty to Mr. Quang. I vow to follow him forever. Though life may be as ungrateful as lime, his profound meaning is forever engraved in my heart, through countless cycles of life and death. My wish is to follow you through countless lifetimes, even as 1,000 seas turn to mulberry field. Boundless kindness we vow to keep, a shared roof deeply imbued with harmony. My vow to follow you is boundless, though in this mortal world there's much sorrow and worry. Master. Then, along with his master, he persistently criticized them on Tuesday. Recently, a Facebook account named Angela Phuong Trinh. There are continuously posts drawing attention with harsh, extreme rhetoric related to Mr. Thich Minh Tay. His real name is La Ant Tu, a man who is practicing asceticism by himself. This Facebook account does not hesitate to post photos that even mention Mr. Thich Minh Tay's real name. The rice cooker. Moreover, in many posts, Angela Phuong Trinh always implies that someone is a traitor and claims they are sabotaging and overthrowing Buddhism. And Ant Tu traveled from north to south to perform under the direction of the underground organization. Every piece of content posted by Angela Phuong Trinh attracts thousands of interactions. Most internet users express outrage at each video post. In the context where the authorities have not yet concluded the activities of Mr. Thich Minh Tay and the participants in the practice, then clearly, these heavily accusatory statements, even calling him a traitor, and Angela Phuong Trinh is truly unacceptable. This is precisely why no matter what she says, she cannot erase everyone's doubts. But many people are less negative, believing she defended him like that because he had pulled her out of the turmoil in her career when she intended to become an actress and began practicing monasticism at Phat Quang Pagoda. In 2019, social media circulated photos of Azale Phuong Trinh visiting a pagoda. These images show that her life has seemed much more peaceful lately. People were sharing photos of Azale Phuong Trinh dressed as a Buddhist disciple, going to the temple to chant sutras and participating in long-term meditation courses. Images show that the actress frequently visits the temple, almost making it the main activity in her life. The actress is praised for her positive transformation. T returned to the screen with a new role for a long time, Azale Phuong Trinh is said to be very comfortable, resolving many previous entanglements. She often participates in many outdoor activities with monks, friends, and relatives. Long-term chanting courses help people bond with each other. For the temple, Azale Phuong Trinh is a diligent and enthusiastic Buddhist in activities. It is known that previously, Mother Gi often participated in meditation courses, and she also shared Buddhist teachings. In contrast to the times she shocked with excessive revealing photos, Mother Gi now has a benevolent heart by frequently doing charity, as well as going to the temple to worship Buddha and practicing meditation. Previously, Azale Phuong Trinh had so many scandals that even many seasoned seniors had to admire. Continuously being involved in a series of scandals helped Phuong Trinh surpass many promising candidates to win the title of the Queen of Gossip in Vietnamese showbiz. However, recently, Azale Phuong Trinh has changed her lifestyle. Recently, she also shared family photos on her personal page and shared reflections. As society develops, people only care about living their best lives, which is natural. Additionally, being caught up in the whirlwind of materialism, image, and status has widened the gap between rich and poor and distanced human emotions. From a young age, we are taught about love between people, about simplicity and nobility in life. However, upon closer examination, we can see that Azale's statements have caused agitation and major religious conflicts in the country. Inciting conflicts to cause religious strife is a tactic often used by hostile forces, aiming to divide and break the great national unity bloc, causing social instability and weakening the country. This reality requires religious organizations and all citizens to always be vigilant, raising awareness to avoid being drawn into illegal activities that harm national unity. With a sociable nature and religious tolerance, Vietnamese people are always open to integration and accepting various forms of religion and belief, as long as those religions and beliefs do not go against national interests and respect local culture. Therefore, despite being a multi-religious, multi-ethnic country, our country has no religious conflicts. Since gaining independence, our party and state have always focused on maintaining religious unity, gathering and promoting good cultural and moral values, mobilizing the resources of religions for national development. Article 3 of the 2016 Law on Belief and Religion stipulates the state's responsibility in ensuring the right to freedom of belief and religion as follows. The state respects and protects everyone's right to freedom of belief and religion, ensuring that all religions are equal before the law. The state respects and protects the good cultural and moral values of beliefs and religions, the tradition of ancestor worship, honoring those who have contributed to the country, meeting the spiritual needs of the people. The state protects places of worship, religious establishments, and the legal property of belief establishments and religious organizations. Reality shows that, through many historical events, religions in Vietnam have always been closely associated with the nation in the cause of building and defending the fatherland. Notable recently is the active participation and companionship of religious dignitaries, officials, and practitioners in social work, epidemic prevention, charity, building new lifestyles, making important contributions to national development and consolidating the great national unity bloc. Nevertheless, with dark intentions, hostile forces always carry out many schemes and tactics, aiming to divide and break religious unity in particular and national unity in general. They take advantage of the rich and diverse development of religions and beliefs in Vietnam to spread harmful rhetoric, dividing the people and dividing among religions, creating conflicts within religions. In recent years, Chao Bai has mainly been carried out on reactionary and extremist organizations. Is the guarantee of freedom of thought, freedom of belief in religion in international conventions. Some argue that this is an absolute civil right. They deliberately ignore the provisions in international conventions and civil and political rights that have been affirmed. The freedom to manifest one's religion or beliefs may be subject only to such limitations as are prescribed by law, and are necessary to protect public safety, order, health or morals, or the fundamental rights and freedoms of others. Article 18 of the Convention. Reactionary organizations and individuals who sabotage often incite and lure some religious dignitaries, clergy and religious citizens to participate in security disturbances, public order, social safety under the guise of religious activities, especially during the complicated developments of the COVID-19 pandemic. Abroad, they continue to issue many petitions, open letters, reports distorting the religious freedom situation in Vietnam in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic. They falsely claim that social distancing measures and medical isolation for infected and high-risk COVID-19 cases are religious repression. This not only causes difficulties for authorities in implementing epidemic prevention measures, but also indirectly creates public discontent, especially among non-religious people, causing some people to lack information and understanding, having negative views and judgments, and unfavorable impressions about certain religions and beliefs. Meanwhile, under the guise of studying history, beliefs and laws on religion and belief, bad actors often publish religious studies whose main purpose is to lower the prestige and cause internal division within major religious organizations, such as the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha and the Vietnam Catholic Church. From fabricated and false information, they distort the formation and development of religious organizations, insult, defame the honor and dignity of some religious dignitaries. The aspiration for the unification of Vietnamese Buddhism by religious organizations, associations and Buddhist sects, which is very legitimate and objectively necessary, has been blatantly falsified as a campaign to harm Buddhist clergy who resist the politicization of religion. Some authors even use insulting language against highly virtuous and respected religious dignitaries, simply because these individuals participate in elections for National Assembly delegates, People's Council delegates, are members of the Vietnam Fatherland Front, and regularly advise followers to comply with the policies and guidelines of the party and the laws and policies of the state. From here, they vigorously disparage clergy with many offensive phrases while ignoring the fact that these religious dignitaries are appointed and ordained independently by their societies, without any state intervention. Also because they contain unscientific content with many sensational details and religious defamation, most distorted articles, and falsified truths like these are only published on personal accounts, groups, fan pages and some anti-communist newspapers abroad. As soon as they are published on websites and fan pages, they have faced much criticism from the academic community, religious dignitaries to the majority of the people. However, these bad and toxic contents still attract some curious readers, lacking critical thinking and verification. As a result, there still exists the phenomenon of people sharing and spreading articles impersonating religious research online. In Vietnam, all religions are equal before the law. The state strictly prohibits acts of exploiting beliefs and religions to violate the law. On the other hand, party and state leaders always pay attention to all major religious activities and events across the country. Some notable recent events can be mentioned, such as on March 19, 2022, Party Central Committee Secretary, Chairman of the Central Committee of the Vietnam Fatherland Front Du Van Chien and his delegation visited religious dignitaries at Patang Inh Sao Ai Church. Comrade Du Van Chien also represented party and state leaders to visit Buddhist dignitaries in Ho Chi Minh City, attending the 2011 Buddhist birthday ceremony. On October 19th last, Comrade Nguyen Van Nen, Politburo member, secretary of the Ho Chi Minh City Party Committee, visited. He congratulated Bishop Khu Sông Nguyen Nam on becoming the new chairman of the Vietnam Bishops' Council. A noteworthy issue emerging recently is the appearance of new religious phenomena that potentially carry many risks of religious conflict due to their superstitious nature, exploiting people's beliefs for profit. Dr. Nguyen Ngoc Queen, deputy head of the Religious Affairs Committee of the Central Committee of the Vietnam Fatherland Front, stated that some new religious phenomena have attacked traditional, legitimate beliefs and religions, generating many conflicts. Here, new religious phenomena have complicated people's perceptions, causing them to incompletely distinguish between right and wrong, good and bad, adversely affecting the great national unity bloc. Some new religious phenomena have connections and receive material support from bad forces abroad, more or less causing cracks in the national unity bloc, reducing the effectiveness and prestige of the political system in some localities. Thus, the negative aspects of religious diversity along with the plots and schemes of hostile forces mean that the risk of conflict and religious disunity in Vietnam could occur at any time. This reality requires functional agencies to continue improving policies and laws on religious beliefs, including issuing decrees and regulations on administrative penalties for violations in the field of religious beliefs. In addition, attention should be paid to enhancing and promoting the training and capacity building of religious affairs cadres, especially in areas such as the Northwest, Central Highlands, North Central, and Central Coastal regions. Building a capable, sharp, and subtle religious affairs force in handling points of conflict and religious disunity. Moreover, they must be cadres with social influence, a voice, who know how to gather, unite religions to join forces to confront and overcome difficulties and challenges arising in life. Most importantly, religions need to continue maintaining the tradition of unity and mutual support, which has existed throughout many centuries in our country. Because only when religions maintain and promote the good life, beautiful faith, attachment to the nation, and accompany the country, will the religious unity bloc truly be a solid shield against attacks from foreign invaders to hostile organizations that seek to undermine. Besides the undue criticisms against Mr. Phuong Trinh is also said to have conflicts with the family of Ngoc Phuong Trinh. Angela Phuong Trinh's younger sister shared images of the urgent petition that she and her family sent to the authorities. According to the content in the petition, Angela Phuong Trinh's younger sister stated, "Since 2021 until now, disagreements have arisen between her and her older sister, so they rarely converse. Occasionally, the two only exchange matters about family and each other's health situations." Since 2023, Angela Phuong Trinh has not returned home for Tet, even when knowing family members were sick, but the actress still did not visit. Previously, she loved her family very much, always protected them, and if family members had problems, she did not hesitate to visit immediately. But now, when told that her grandmother is sick and not eating, she still does not visit. Just keeps sleeping in her own house, and the frequency of meeting family has gradually decreased in recent years. Especially in 2023 and early 2024, she began abandoning the Tet tradition, meaning the time when family reunion is essential, she chose to be absent. According to the content in Phuong Trinh's urgent petition. In addition, Angela Phuong Trinh's younger sister further stated, recently, her mother went to visit her daughter in person but was not received. She remained inside the house, did not want to meet her mother. The security there prohibited my mother many times from entering to meet my sister, Phuong Trinh wrote in the petition. Additionally, Phuong Trinh stated that her older sister currently has a lot of debt, even though her live stream work is quite stable. Currently, she still owes a lot, even though her live stream work is very stable and she has a fairly stable income. One very strange thing is that in recent months, my sister's finances have severely declined. Even unable to afford car maintenance, salaries, rent, electricity, and water bills, Phuong Trinh wrote. According to the content in the petition, Angela Phuong Trinh's family has reported the matter to the authorities. Only through legal means can intervention occur, the actress Trinh's younger sister wrote at the end of the petition. Previously, Angela Phuong Trinh spoke out about her own inappropriate statements on her personal page. Speaking about the recent period, Angela Phuong Trinh said that Trinh always tries to build the image of an artist, spreading positive energy to the community. She firmly affirmed that recently, she has publicly live-streamed in a happy state. There is no such thing as being deluded, gathering secretly, hiding from life, as many rumors S name and her sister Trang. In the past 2 years, you will see Trinh and Trang appearing together at events, returning home for Ted's house, messaged her mother. Regarding family matters, Trinh also hopes you dawn so as not to affect her father, mother, and younger sister. Besides, Angela Phuong Trinh spoke out about the controversy regarding statements related to Mr. Lian too. Her own preferences, witnessing images and clips circulating online about groups of practitioners walking in processions, causing traffic obstructions, which truly worries Trinh, the actress stated frankly. Personally, Trinh is truly disturbed and heartbroken. Pain as this phenomenon spreads further. The group of people grows larger each time, and at its peak, some people are fainting, even dying from heat stroke on the road. The prolonged situation has affected the originally peaceful social order. The police force, already hardworking, now faces even more difficulties, having to strive daily to stabilize the crowds. Furthermore, many supporters of Mr. Lian too, Min Tuesday, in an extreme manner, have actions and words insulting monks in the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. Those who cause division and religious disunity, these serious consequences have been reported by major traditional media, Azala spoke out. Trinh was not skillful in expressing her personal emotions. Trinh apologizes to everyone for her recent statements that made people unhappy and causing unnecessary arguments. The actress officially apologized to the audience, then stated she would delete posts expressing admiration for Tuesday to avoid generating conflicting opinions on social media and hopes the audience will overlook her mistakes.